Good evening. It's Reverend Pat Bessey. It is Wednesday evening, June 10th, and I am very happy to be here with you. This is our regular time for doing midweek meditation, and I just want to just have a little bit of a chat with you before we move into the reading and what we're going to be doing. It's been a very, very full couple of weeks. And I know that not only with all that is happening in terms of the protests and rallies and all that's going on, we are still right smack dab in the middle of a pandemic. And I think everybody is getting pretty weary. So I just want to say, take time to take care of yourself. Take time to give yourself a little extra TLC, because even though we're at home, even though we're self-isolating or staying at home, there's still a need to be gentle with ourselves. Hi, Michelle. Yes, I'm speaking directly to you, honey. Take good care of yourself. I also want to share, we had a meeting, our Zoom meeting last Sunday evening, which was very well attended. And we were discussing the protests and rallies and all that is part of that. And out of that came a opportunity for us to go deeper, to dig a little bit deeper into what this means for us. What does being white mean for us? Because the majority of people, 99.9% of the people in our community are white. And so we have to take some time to look at what does that mean for us. And we have just the person that is going to help us do that. And that is Ryan Pauley. And Ryan will be offering a class that will begin on Thursday, July 2nd, and it will be for 4 weeks in July. And the name of it is, I'm going to put my glasses on for this, Spiritual Exploration of Privilege, Racism, and Allyship. And if you've just gotten your, I know you just got your hot thought tonight. When you open it, you will see the information about it, and you will see how you can register. It's going to be a Zoom class. And I tell you this because we're only going to be able to have 100 people in this class, and we're offering it to people within the Eastern region and within the Southeast region. So I really want to make sure that you folks get in and get your registrations. And so when you click on the link, it will ask you to put in some information, and then you will get a return email, and that will give you the link for the class. So put it somewhere that you can find it when it's time for you. I say that because I'm always going back, hurrying, scurrying, trying to find the email that has the link I'm supposed to have. So tonight I'm going to open us with a reading. And I think, again, it's very appropriate for where we are right now. And it comes out of the book that I've been using, I Am With You Always by Douglas Block. And this one tonight is Love Your Neighbor. Out of the consciousness of oneness comes the recognition of the oneness of humanity. Nonetheless, we mistakenly think that our interests are different from our neighbors and act to oppose the so-called enemy. But the division between us and them is a false one. Each individual is a cell in the body of humanity. If one part of the body is harmed, every other part experiences the pain. As the poet John Donne observed centuries ago, Any man's death diminishes me because I am involved in mankind. Let that sink in. Any man's death diminishes me because I am involved in mankind. So it is not unusual then that we are feeling the way that we are feeling when we are seeing the deaths that are taking place in our country. The time has come for us to realize that we are more alike than different, that the love that joins us is more powerful than the fear that divides us. A new awareness of the oneness of humanity is being born. With this realization, we can rise above our apparent differences and affirm our commonality as brothers and sisters of one human family. So the topic is love your neighbor. And so I'm going to ring the bell 3 times. And then I'm going to invite you to take 3 deep breaths with me as we center before going into the silence. And now let us take in a very deep breath, breathing in, filling up your chest as full as you can get it. And then holding it for 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. Now let it go. Let it all go. And now let us go again, bringing in all that we can bring in. Filling us all up and holding it. 1, 2, 3. Let it go. And one last time. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and let it go. And now, as we prepare to go into the silence, you might want to pick a word that you are going to use as your centering word, so that when your mind starts to wander, which it will, because that's what the mind does, the heart beats, the lungs breathe, and the mind thinks. And so pick a word, and that when your head, when your brain and your mind starts to wander, then you just go back to your word and focus on your word and focus on your breath. And so we'll sit in the silence for a few moments. In the silence. We sit in conscious, compassionate awareness and remember that compassion for ourselves is the beginning of compassion for all. And I bow in gratitude to you tonight. Have a blessed rest of your evening. Namaste.